Hi, I'm Robert Dutt, editor of CR in Canada. I'm here with Jim Estill, CEO of SYNNEX Canada. Jim, thanks for joining us here at Tides of Change today. In the distribution panel this morning, it was sort of asked ahead of time, some of the things that you see distribution bringing to market, and you responded, 3 items, same word 3 times, cash, cash, cash. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's about?
Well, we all know what's going on in the economy, and what's important is cash, cash, and cash. What distributors can do is help with those cash, cash, and cash through accounts receivable. Another thing for resellers, they need to watch their inventories, and distributors should be the ones carrying the inventory. So solve your accounts receivable and inventory and run lean on assets. That's the way of the future. I don't think you're going to get financing from the banks, so probably going to come from distributors.
Most of your resellers at this point must be doing or not doing inventory in-house.
Most resellers don't do inventory in-house. Retailers still do, of course, right?
Okay. In terms of the value that you see distribution writ large bring to the community, what are some of the things that are sort of out there, perhaps yet to reach the mainstream, but potential game changers for yourself and your peers?
I think distribution is all about the little things. So what's a potential game changer? You're not talking game changer, you're talking little things. The key for any business is to do what they are uniquely suited to do, where they have unique ability and a competitive advantage. There's no point in me doing a job that someone else can do for the same cost as I can. The whole principle of distribution, if I can do it for a lower cost, usually the way I do that is by sharing overheads amongst multiple manufacturers, then that's what I should be doing. And so that involves things like manufacturing, like some of the credit, one huge value that all resellers should be using is drop ship, because why handle something twice? Let's just make it faster, just do it, right?
I was actually surprised that the 50% number seemed to be pretty much across the board in terms of drop ship. I sort of expected that number to be a little bit higher.
Well, you still have a lot of people that have, a number of resellers still do their own integration, and a number of us also have retail business, so we do business with some of the retailers. So the retailers, of course, most of them are not drop shipping.
Right. How do you see your reseller customers reacting to this economic climate, and what are some of the better partners that you have doing to prepare themselves and to sustain themselves?
Well, what you have to look at is you have to look at what's happening, and what's happening is large companies will tend to overreact. They will tend to cut more staff than they need to. They'll tend to cut into the meat, but they're still going to need the job done. So they'll turn to resellers. At the same time they do that, all business is up for grabs. So I'm big on customer intimacy. So our resellers need to know their customers, because the purchasing agent they dealt with, that purchasing agent can get fired. And at the same time, all business is up for grabs. So they go to the company that wasn't dealing with them, and they're open to suggestion. Because when you're fat and happy, you don't think of changing what you're doing, but you absolutely think of changing what you're doing right now. So there's major opportunity for all resellers if they're close to the customer, stay close to the customer. The other thing is that a reseller, I would look a little bit to some second tier, because some people want to save money. Look at some outsourcing. A lot of companies will cut their IT help desk. That's a perfect thing to outsource. Do that for 3 companies, you can have a good little business.
Good little managed services business for yourself.
Exactly.
Jim, thanks very much for your time.
Okay. Thanks, Robert. Okay.